Hey guys, today we are going to be talking about how to be good at word problems. To give you guys 3 general tips that should hopefully help you simplify these problems and just help you solve them a little bit easier. So I have an example problem over on the left, and I'm going to go through this example and then add the tips on as we go. So the question says, a hotel charges a service fee of $1 per day to use its copy machine. In addition, there is a charge of 10 cents per copy made. Which of the following represents the total charge in dollars to use this copy machine to make N copies in one day? So the first tip that I'm going to give you guys, number 1, is to think. Okay, so I know obviously you're probably like, of course, Nicole, of course we're supposed to think. But that is very important. So the first thing to remember is do not guess. I will probably go over this again, but it's very important to really think about what the problem is asking, what information they give you, and why they give it to you, and basically how you're supposed to put it together. So the first thing that I notice is that there's a $1 fee per day. Period. So always, no matter what, if I use the copy machine, I'm going to have to pay $1 per day. So now it says there's a 10-cent fee per copy made. So since it's per copy, that means that that price is going to be variable. So when you think about variable, if you notice in the last sentence there, it says to make N copies in one day. So if you notice, that's the variable you're going to be using. So basically in this case, I don't know if I'm stepping ahead here, but basically the $1 is constant, and then the 10 cents is going to be multiplied by the number of copies you make. So if you make 10 copies, then your cost would be the 10 cents times the 10 cents times the 10 copies. So that would be $1, and then you have your dollar per day fee. If you do 20 copies, then you would do 20 times 0.1, or for the 10 cents, and you'd get $2 plus the dollar per day. So when we put that in equation form, hopefully you guys can see that the correct answer to this equation is going to be D, because it's always going to be $1, and then you're going to add to that $1 the 10 cents times the number of copies made. So going back to my general tips, number 1 is think. So the things I went over again, I'll actually give you guys a chart to look at the end, but basically what information is given. What is the goal? What is the question asking you? Why are they asking you? Why, what do they want you to solve for? Let's see, and then what steps you might think you can use to solve the problem. What outside information you know, etc., etc. What rules you know, stuff like that. So your second step, which in this case was not applicable, would be to draw a picture. But that, of course, is only if applicable. Because in this case, it would not make a lot of sense to draw a picture because it's just really not going to help you out. And so step number 3 is pay attention to details. Pay attention to details. Be specific. So a lot of the times in these questions, what the person will do is, let's say they might leave one of the things in dollars, but then they'll put the other unit in something else. Maybe they'll say 50 cents. And instead of converting that back to dollars, you leave it as 50N. And then you would actually get the question wrong. So it's really important to just be really specific, pay attention to all of the details, just make sure that everything adds up. So I hope that those tips helped you. I'm going to be doing a part 2 to this series, and we're going to go through another example. This example was actually taken from a past SAT exam. So if that's helpful to any of you guys, then that's awesome. I'm also a math tutor, and my email is in the description if you're interested in any tutoring sessions. Thanks for watching.